Maybe we should stay in bed, pretend that everything's the same. Just a little play pretend. Right? We can cry when it's over. We can cry when it's over.
All right, it is 8 o'clock at night. Our Uber is on the way. We are heading to, where are we heading? California. We're heading to San Francisco. We have an overnight flight tonight. Trying to hype myself up, just showered, just tried to wake myself up. This is usually when I'm going to bed. But we have, I know, it literally is when I go to bed, but we have an overnight flight and we wake up and go see the possible new boat that we may be getting and take a full walk through and all the things. So it's time to get jazzed up and ready to go. Are you jazzed up and ready to go? Sure am. We're really carrying the energy tonight. Awesome. How are you?
Good. How you guys doing?
Yeah, thank you so much.
You got it. Have fun.
Yep. We made it to San Francisco, got in our rental car, and we got a fully electric Mini Coupe. I just got the cheapest car that I could get because we didn't need to haul anything. We were just going back and forth, and it's fully electric. We just have to figure out how to charge it, like to bring it back to make sure we're good. And it also only goes like 90 to 100 miles before you need to recharge it. But he said charging it like at a public place using like those cords only takes like 20 minutes. So we got to figure that out. But we're going to the marina now. We're going to do like a little walkthrough, maybe grab some coffee before we go, because it's not even 8 o'clock in the morning yet. So did regret the overnight flight. It just always puts you off kind of tired. But once we get some coffee, we'll be ready to go. Big day today. This is the boat. We have like a whole list of things that we need to make sure that are perfect with the boat before we even move into the survey. So lots to do today, and we got to be on our A game. Oh, that's cool. Look how big it is. Alright, I thought it was going to be anticlimactic, but that's pretty cool. It's pretty neat. That'll be us tomorrow in the cold, dreary rain, freezing our booties off. Alright guys, it's pretty chilly. It's pretty chilly. We just got some lattes, and you can see the Golden Gate Bridge is over there. It's just so hazy and rainy, and then tomorrow, if all goes well and we do the survey and the sea trial, then it's gonna be pretty cold. It's gonna be pretty cold. So we're gonna go get a walkthrough now. I feel like this keeps falling down. We're gonna go do a walkthrough now of the boat and check ourselves before we move on to the next step. I'm just realizing now that as I walk along the boat that there's no name on the boat, so the name is post time, but there is no like decal on it, so that would need to be added so that we could have the name of the boat on. Very minor, but just something I noticed just now. It's got 5 steps. What is that? Get out!
Stop.
It is.
Natalia.
Get out!
That's why you open things, dog.
The boat has a cockpit shower. I'm so excited. That was the one thing I was sacrificing with this boat. And we found it. Oh, yeah. I feel like I just won the Super Bowl. Yeah, that's true. You can't really fall overboard, especially here. This is pretty sturdy. Yeah, that's a good point. I like that. Can't fall off the boat.
Well, here's your propane tank.
This is custom made elk hide. And he did a really great job. He's got 2 fenders, a backup anchor, a small one.
For this manual pump, you just put the thing here. And you can do it
Oh,
outside.
sure.
That way
Yeah.
you don't have to have this
And
up.
it's organized, so I feel like he took care of it. Look, he's even got like the little hooks. So just a small little crack on this wench. And then there's just like a little bit of crack on the deck. Nothing crazy. All used boats are going to have that, but also has a really cool nav pod with a beautiful table. And then this cover that matches the Dodger. Oh, it's pretty easy to put on. Self-tacking system and new hatches. These hatches are great. I wonder if this is for the cockpit hose. These gloves. Look, they have a hose thing. I'm so pumped about that shower. I can't get over it. Okay, I did take a peek in here and I can't handle it. It's so nice. Alright, we just got inside. My first impression is lighter. It's a lot lighter inside because of all the windows. Super nice. Way bigger than I pictured. Way bigger. And yeah, the kitchen's massive. Even these cabinets and everything for the kitchen.
That's right.
This is amazing. Like, this is so much bigger. Oh, I got a first aid kit. That was on my list for the crossing. The stairs are in really good shape. Got the handholds. It's a massive companionway. It's impossible to get out without taking the slats off, pretty much. So for an ocean crossing or passages, that would be a little tough. Oh yeah, this is a seat that goes right outside. Oh yeah, that's in great shape. That's perfect. Oh yeah, and this is the cushion that fits right here, and then it makes this a full bed. This is not a bad size, Seth. Yeah. Right. Oh yeah, he's got more lines in here. A sail bag. I think this is a sail bag. This is a pretty good locker. It's got these little lights, red light. It's the cutest little hat you've ever did see. This is cute though, a little reading light.
So even here you can stand up
Yeah.
normal.
I know, that's nice.
It's nice.
Super
and then you
tall.
just have to get
I know.
in there. But
And you're
that's fine.
6'1".
Have you laid
You
down?
have room. This is really big. So my feet are all the way at the end. This is pretty big. And
But the width is
someone
what
else
we were
would be here.
concerned about.
Yeah, but you could put a pillow. That's what I'm saying. You could have a whole pillow here, and you could have someone else's whole pillow there, and your feet would never touch. This is like, would be as comfortable as our bed back home. And this is the guest room, technically. That looks super clean. Oh yeah, so this is so that when you come down, say with foul weather gear and it's raining, you can stand on top of the grate. It'll go into the bucket.
Well, here's one of the keel bolts.
I mean, the boat looks good though. Okay, bilge pump. So hypothetically, you'd walk down the stairs. This grate would be on top of this basket, or whatever you would call this insert. That way, when you come down, if it's raining, you just drip into here, or you put your towel really quickly here and it just drains. Obviously not what you would do regularly, but that way you can kind of change, drop everything, and then move throughout the boat. Alright, so we are in the main living area of the boat. Super livable. It's actually wider than I thought. I thought we'd have a little bit more space here, but we have way more space over here. This is really big. I can sit like crisscross applesauce, and the table's pretty massive. It's a great size table. Wraparound seating. It's amazing. And what I really like is that this seat is actually wider, so it does kind of wedge you into the kitchen a bit, which is one of the concerns we had with an inline kitchen, is you don't have that U-shaped galley to like really hold yourself. But you've got these handles. I mean, you do have these handles. They're a little bit farther away. I don't think these are very sturdy, but I mean, I guess you could hold onto these, but you also have this, which is super sturdy. So really love that. Massive fridge and freezer. Small freezer in it, but massive fridge. These like little storage areas are actually bigger than I thought, but my favorite thing ever about this boat is this piece that runs along the whole way, length. Like this is so wide, and you can fit like, there's like 12 bowls and 12 plus plates and 6 mugs, I think I'm counting. So you can fit a ton of like supplies there, and it just looks really beautiful. This is the stove. This pops up. You got the sink with some pressurized water, and then also obviously high ceilings with tons of hatches. So hatch over here above the stove, you've got one over the seating, hatches forward, hatches in the back, and it just provides a lot of light. This is the only like main light source. This is actually cracking a little bit. This is the only like main light source. The rest is just natural lights, which I do really like. This is the Pullman berth, which is where like the master bedroom is, and we were a little afraid that this was going to be pretty small. However, you can actually lay, if I put my feet all the way to the end, I lay, like it's actually pretty long, and it's actually pretty wide. So I think you could fit 2 pillows. Most likely I'd probably sleep over here and have my pillow here, and stuff could kind of like spread out. So not as small as we thought. Has like a great little ledge. Here is the mast. One of the main questions we have for the survey tomorrow is to check the mast step and the top where it kind of goes through to the deck, and then obviously up, just to make sure there's like a little bit of moisture. We just want to make sure that like that's solid, because this is obviously a big project, but love aluminum versus our wood that we have back home. We'd also want, for some type of passages or crossings, we would want some type of lee cloth to kind of hold us in just as the boat is like heeling over. That way you don't roll right off the bed. But that's a pretty easy addition. Really deep lockers and drawers, and I just kind of love this little inlet. You just kind of have this here, and then, oh, I didn't even notice these. Okay, so in terms of livability, this is a great size bathroom. It just isn't maybe the easiest. We did notice that this door doesn't close great. It's going to take a little bit of effort and possibly a project that we would have to do, but this is the shower. And what's nice is, since this isn't a V berth, the anchor locker is back here. So you actually don't have all of the smells and everything in your bed. It's actually in the shower, which is great. And then this is the shower system. We would need some type of curtain here, massive hatch, and then you have a sink with great storage on the mirror. This creaks a little bit. And then you have great storage here, and then some like storage things down here. And then you have 2 manual heads, which is in the other bathroom. So all in all, this is great. This is probably the one part of the boat, functionality living space wise, that isn't like the best, just because it does have wood in the shower, and it's still kind of a wet head. It's not really, but it still kind of is. I don't mind this nice like full length type mirror. Here is part of the anchor locker, separated, and then just like cleaning supplies, extra fenders. I just really like that aspect. It's not, the anchor locker is not in your bed. All right, so this is the nav station. Tons of different things that we have going on here, and we have the awesome little nav station storage with some drawers down below. So that's a great little feature. It's a really large, decent size bed, and it's also got a great little storage locker over here, and I just really like it. And there's a pretty identical berth on the other side, which is great, because then we have 3 bedrooms on this boat, and it doesn't take away from the living space. I feel like the living space feels massive even with the 3 bedrooms for a 42-foot boat. And then this is the smaller bathroom, manual head, but it is still a wet head, so you do have the option to shower. The sinks and the bathrooms are just probably the thing that is our least favorite on this boat, but it is decent. Still wood, again, wood in the bathroom, which isn't our favorite, but great lighting and still a good bathroom setup. And then you can obviously shut this door, or you can open this just to make it easier, and then you go into the other bedroom. Another little storage unit thing here, access to the engine room, which is great, a bunch of hatches, and then they actually have this inflatable kayak set too, which is pretty large, but comes with the boat. These are really nice. These are cool. The paperwork in here. Yeah, you know, we had an owner's manual, prop guide, manuals, just all the different things. So Seth is looking at the manuals. We are about to wrap up. The broker was really nice and just let us kind of roam around the boat and explore ourselves. So been here for maybe, it's almost noon, so we could have been here for like 2 hours. Got a ton accomplished, and we do feel comfortable with moving forward with the survey. We're going to talk with you guys in next week's video about why we moved a little bit more production boat versus blue water boat, because our Windrose Custom and Atkins boat is a blue water boat, and this Catalina 1993 42-foot Catalina is a production boat. So we're going to go into depth of why we decided to do that, our plans, and what compromises we have to make, and kind of the weighing the options, because we are going from one end to the other. So we are moving forward with the survey. We're really excited. The living space is amazing. I give the living space 5 out of 5, 4.5 maybe if you include the bathroom aspect, which is better than our current boat. So it's easy to say 5 out of 5, but it's not as ideal as, say, a closed-in shower. So we are really excited. It's exciting, it's nerve-wracking, it's a ton of different things. We're excited going into tomorrow, sea trial, survey, haul out, all of the things. We have a lot of questions that we gotta ask before we say and sign the deal and the dotted line, but we're excited. It's weird because I was thinking on the way here, you start flying out to different places and looking at boats and envisioning your future in like a boat like this. It's a little nerve-wracking because there's less role models to look up to and how to pave your own path. So we are really excited to take you on the journey, and tomorrow's a survey and sea trial. I'm exhausted. We've been up for so long, and it's 11:55. All right, so now we're just on the dock of the boat that we were looking at. I think we'll go on one more. We're just looking at the other boats. There's some really cool boats here, like the marina in Honolulu and the marina that we are at in Hawaii in Pearl Harbor. There's not that many boats, and they're just pretty like simple sailboat. What?
It's a small marina.
Yeah, it's a small marina. There's not that many, and there's not like a really big variety because it's Hawaii. This is insane. Like the marina is huge, and some of the boats are like crazy. Like I don't know if I'd want the boat, but like there's this one wooden boat that's just gorgeous. It's just so cute. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like this video, and why don't you leave a comment letting us know what you think of this boat. Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss next week's video when we step aboard post time for a survey and sea trial to determine if she'll be ready for an ocean crossing. See you next week.